What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, folks, we have ourselves brand new weapons. So let's talk a little bit about the best weapon combinations now in the game. Instead of doing a tier list, which I will do eventually, I know people like tier lists, but I think a lot of people like the compact version of, hey, what's the best out there now? What should I focus on as a brand new player or a veteran? And what combinations of weapons are going to give me the most success when it comes down to the elemental fight? So right now, the main content most people are focusing on are going to be two things. And yes, guys, I am doing B and C gates because I'm just trying to get these out of the way. Normally I would do this for Essence Stones, but right now we're just doing a video. So I'm going to go quickly through these while I'm talking. The main thing people are going to focus on right now, if you're end game specifically, and this is specifically end game, is going to be POD hard mode and of course guild boss. Those are the two main pieces of content. We have co-op coming up very soon, and the next patch co-op is being released, so we should see a little bit more new content where people can maybe focus on that as well. But right now end game content is revolving around those two big things. And if you look at the top 3,000 in POD, to be quite honest, if you set up correctly, you may be able to hit that top 3,000 whether you're free to play or pay to win. Right now 66.69 billion is the top score. Hey, shout out to IMBA. Atta boy, 65 milli. That's crazy. It's on my Discord. Good man. All right, there's Levis, like Orong with the winner of SLC. There's Rock, we know him as well. It's a lot of big players out here. Hey, there you go. MNC, look at Nestix. Congratulations, bro. Lucy, well done. We got a lot of people that I know here. So, like, I haven't tried, by the way. We're going to try eventually. So, we're going to do my runs. We're going to do runs with free to play and pay to win. But right now, guys, this is the best time to try to get yourself to top 3,000. And the way you're going to do this is by adhering to the following elements and using the proper skills to get this done. And we're going to talk about weapon combinations right now because I feel like that's going to be a big deal for a lot of people. So let's talk about the best weapon combinations in the game and what you want to focus on based on the element that you're going to be using. We can also add skills to it as well if you guys like, but I think weapons right now should be the main focus, and we'll focus on skills later on. Now, before I continue on, guys, I will be going live tomorrow morning for Friday for a multi-game stream. If anyone is interested in joining, I'll be doing that as well too. So feel free to jump on, join me for the multi-stream. We're going to be doing some SLA and other content as well, so please come and join me on Friday morning. It's always a blast. We have fun with the community, plus do SLA and other things. And of course, also, guys, I want to remind everybody the content creator program is going on, so don't forget to join. Right, you guys can see here we're almost at the 4,500 mark. Click that support button, guys. We have 2 active codes for you. Make sure you join and get yourself in and get yourself some free codes. It's super easy to do. It's free and it takes you a couple seconds. It is pinned to every comment of every video, plus to every description of every video out there. All right, let's talk about weapons. Weapons. What do you want to focus on? All right, so a couple of things to note. Number one, best weapon combinations. Let's go through those right now and get them out of the way. All right, when it comes down to wind, everybody knows Stormbringer and DKD is your current best wind option. So for wind day, that's what you want to do. If you want to add elemental skills to it, vacuum wave, high speed rotation, and wind shroud. Those are the 3 main skills that will work best for this setup. Okay, so with these weapons. So the best wind combination currently is pretty straightforward. Stormbringer and DKD. Now, there's an alternative combo to this that you can use if you want to. Especially if your DKD is not up there and you have a staff, you can go Stormbringer and staff. Yes, it is not full wind, I get that, but nonetheless, this 2 combination is so deadly, it works almost on any elemental day, specifically for single player gameplay, but not for POD and GB. There's just too much going on there that makes these 2 unreliable, but these 2 are much better for that. Okay, so that is your wind setup, plus a couple wind skills to kind of help you out there. Now, let's talk about fire. Fire is pretty straightforward. You don't have many options, but the 2 best fire options are going to be Fan of the Fire Demon and the Phoenix Soul. They work off each other because they both work off of core attacks, and then of course buffing yourself with the fan of fire is going to give you, or fire fan is going to give you guys more damage using your brand new skills and your weapons. So the skills that are going to probably be working best for this setup is still my opinion are the best 2 that you can work with, and that is going to be the fire skill here called Detonation, and then over here the Sonic Stream skill called Sonic Explosion. Those are probably the best ones. Now you can probably use Firestorm Kick now as well too, which does really well. It increases Firestorm Kick damage by 100% whenever they're burning, so you definitely want to use this with detonation, but I still think the Sonic Explosion one is still a better option for these two combinations because the final hit charges the user's power gauge to 100%, not power gauge, sorry, the core gauge to 100%, and also does more core damage as well. So that's probably your best bet when it comes down to fire skills. Also, don't forget for POD, Crosshairs for normal works really well, but Crosshairs does not work very well for hard mode anymore because hard mode is just super tough to break those arms. So those are going to be your best skills when it comes down to fire and best weapon combinations. All right, let's move on next to light. So I kind of already covered light and I'm going to stick to it. It's still going to be Stormbringer and the staff. Those are going to be your best options currently. There really is nothing else for light that's worthwhile having. If you have it and you don't have the Stormbringer and you have to use the event weapon, which is very unlikely that you have the event weapon and not the Stormbringer, the best next combination is the staff and the Golden Tail Fox. Okay, so those are the two best. Now when it comes down to skills, there are a couple of really good skills here that you can use with light. Light actually has really decent skills. So number one, it's going to be the electric shock here with dagger toss, which is very strong. Number two is going to actually be double down, which is another really good one with the Sonic Stream. Number three, in case you want to build crit damage, is going to be Earth Shock. Is also really good because it does give you heavy break, plus gives you guys critical hit damage by 50% for 12 seconds. So another really good one that's used. And then lastly, the newest one that just came out is actually probably the best one out of all of them, and that's going to be Piercing's Thrust Ashura Kick. And this is really good because it gives you Almighty Break, gives you invincibility while you're casting it. It also increases the light damage you deal by 10% for 12 seconds at a rare rate. So getting it to heroic and higher is just going to increase that amount of damage that you do with light, making it the more optimal light usage skill in the game right now for the weapons. Okay, so that's going to be your light skills. Now let's talk a little bit about the weapon skills for dark. Dark is actually still, unfortunately, a little bit behind. It was the meta for the longest time, but right now it's behind, and it's still going to be Plum Sword and Moonshadow Daggers. You're still not going to get anything better than these two as a combination, so those are going to be your dark days usually for that. And then in terms of skills, of course, skills always work really well, and the best skills are still going to be Magnifying Slashes, which is going to be your best dark skill no matter what you do. And then of course, having the ability to do Dispersion is a big one as well. And then for POD purposes, for normal, Sunder, I don't know how it's going to work for hard mode. We have to double check that now, that the arms aren't breakable 100% of the time, but that is also another big one for dark. So those are the three best skills you want to use for dark mode. All right, and then lastly, the newest one, water. Now, the orb, of course, that just came out is going to be your number one support weapon. So definitely the orb is one you want to use. And then, of course, the secondary weapon is going to be the scythe. These two right here are the brand new water meta and might actually end up being the best weapons currently out together for all water content. Pretty comfortably can say that actually after doing all of our testing. And these weapons really work well with one specific skill that has now kind of put water up in the front again in terms of damage, and that is going to be the Flowing Water Kick, which does insane amounts of damage because you can see increases the damage of water flowing kick by 70%, increases water damage of flowing water kick by 16%, duration 3 seconds, stacks up to 3 times, does insane amounts of damage. This is your best skill right now. And also support skill that you want to add to it if you can is going to be Dagger's Rush Cold Ice. Those are the two best water skills to use with that combination. So there you guys go. Those are the best current water combinations, weapon combinations and skill combinations with said weapons in the game. If you have any comments or questions, leave it below in the comment section. Please like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next SLA video. Peace out, guys.